A portion of today's video is kindly sponsored by AG1.
Leaves are falling down, but at least they grow back while I'm on a one-way track.
Well, hey friends, it's Natalie. I'm so glad you stopped by to hang out with me today for one of my favorite videos to make every year. This is my fall clean and decorate with me video, but we're doing a bit more than just cleaning and decorating. I've got some decluttering, some organizing, some straightening up to do inside the house, as well as some outdoor projects with some decorating on our porch and my greenhouse area. I actually am doing this in a bit of a different way than I have in years past. I am taking a full 2 weeks to create this video so that I can really just take my time. I'm gonna be working on this house when I have time to, little by little, room by room, piece by piece. My hope is that this video will give you some encouragement, some gentle motivation, some inspiration if you're looking for some fall decor for more of a minimal or simplistic style. And if it's your first time here, I'd love it if you subscribe if you enjoy what you see. Drop this emoji in the comments, and let's rewind it to the first day that I started working on these projects so that we can get started. Okay, it's kitchen day. We are tackling this space, but before I get started, you know I'm going to diffuse some essential oils. I always do this in my fall clean and decorate with me videos. Today, I'm gonna do sweet orange and cinnamon. The combination to me just reminds me of fall time and baking, and so that's what I'm gonna put into my diffuser here. And then I think we're gonna get started with this fridge. If I get nothing else done, I would feel so good having this fridge decluttered, wiped down. And I would love to know in the comments right now, is there something in your place that if you just got it done today, it would make you feel so much better? Big task, little task, whatever it is, let me know what that is, and then consider getting started on it with me. If you're here for some motivation, here it is for you. We are gonna roll up our sleeves and let's go.
You could see all the possibilities. There could be a place for you and me. And under the stars, you pack up your car, 'cause you're going far away from here.
So for those of you who have a fridge that currently looks like this, I want you to know you're not alone. And if you're one of those people whose fridge is always clean, please tell me your secret. It's probably that you clean it every week, which is probably something I should do. But this is just one of those out of sight, out of mind places. Literally once the doors close, I forget what's in there. I could blame that on ADHD, or I could just be a big girl and say, I need to be better about this. So my plan of attack is to just pull everything out, anything that is an immediate no. Let's say it's expired, spoiled, fuzzy and moldy, I'm just gonna toss it. And then my immediate yeses will stay on my kitchen island so that I can wipe everything down before I put it back in.
And I don't know what you see.
Oh, this feels so good to take care of this. One of my immediate yeses is my powder from AG1, and they are going to be sponsoring the next 60 seconds of today's video. So while I tell you about them, I'm gonna keep cleaning out this fridge. So AG1 is a nutritional supplement that supports recovery, immunity, energy, and focus. All the things I could use a little boost of. I've been able to replace so many individual bottles of pills of supplements and vitamins because AG1 is an all-in-one powder that is perfect for fulfilling all of my nutritional needs. Each serving contains 75 ingredients, including minerals, vitamins, adaptogens, probiotics, and unlike pill-based supplements, AG1 is super easy to consume. You literally just put powder in water, shake it up, drink, and you're good to go. I've actually replaced my morning coffee with AG1, and it gives me such better sustainable energy for the physical and mental demands. Like, do you hear my children scream playing in the background? Sometimes Mama needs a little bit of a boost. And if you'd like to check out AG1 for yourself, use the link in my description box. Get a 1-year supply of their vitamin D3 plus K2 supplement, plus 5 travel packs for free with your first purchase. Thanks so much to AG1 for sponsoring that portion of today's video and for making it possible for me to post free content on this channel and to help support my family. There was something in the fridge, I think it was a jar, an old jar of artichoke hearts that made everything a little greasy. I think it spilled in there, so I'm just actually wiping down all of the bottles and the containers and stuff that go in the fridge, and then I'm just gonna wipe down the inside of this fridge and give it its nice reset.
I wish I could solve, but I never call, and you're going all the way this year. If I could tell you, I don't think you'd believe how long I felt this way. I'm begging you to stay, and if I could show you, I'd hope that you could see all the possibilities. There could be a place for you.
And now I realize how much we need to go grocery shopping. A great way to meal plan and start your grocery list is to clean out your fridge. I need to do that more often. I say it all the time. I need to be better about cleaning out my fridge, but that feels so good. The kids right now are bringing some greens out to the chickens. They were a little too wilty for us, but not toxic for chickens, and they will enjoy that. As I was tossing garbage from the fridge, I'm realizing that our garbage cans here, we have a drawer with 2 garbage cans in it. The bottom of it is looking super crummy, and the bottom of these garbage cans themselves are pretty scuzzy. So I'm gonna just take the time right now. I've got that motivation. I'm going to be scrubbing these out and checking that off the to-do list, which was actually never put on, but I'm following the energy.
I feel 100 degrees when you call my name. I don't know what you see, but you feel the same. I feel 100 degrees when you call my name.
The kitchen is definitely the room in our home that I could spend endless time detailing and reorganizing, but I really just wanted to pick the top couple of things that needed to be done that would make a big impact. The fridge was definitely that main spot. I had the side quest of the trash can drawer, which feels so good to get done. And the other thing that I really wanted to accomplish was decluttering and giving a thorough wipe down to the countertops. And I also wanted to pay a bit of attention to the backsplash and get that wiped down. I do this every few months or so just to get rid of extra crumbs and grime that collects underneath appliances and behind little decor pieces. And I start to not notice it after a while. And so having a regular time where I just kind of scrub everything down really helps things to look sparkling and ready for a few little pieces of decor.
If I could show you, I'd hope that you would see all the possibilities, and there's a place for you and me.
I'm starting today in our dining room. I just have a couple of little projects that I would just like to be able to check off and move on from. I have some maintenance to do on our dining room table. I've got a rug situation here that I'll explain to you guys. This corner buffet area is looking wild. This has kind of been the dumping ground as we've worked on our living room remodel, as I worked on the schoolroom refresh that I did in there. And so I just have some decluttering and some straightening up. I want to get that picture on the wall and then put out a few pieces of decor. The couple of pieces that I've got in the kitchen so far are just blessing my heart so much. It's getting cozy in here. We actually had friends over yesterday for a little barbecue, and they commented on the coziness as well, which makes me very happy because I want my guests to feel as cozy as I do in my home. So let's cozy up the dining room and get some stuff checked off the list in here. I get questions all the time about this dining room table. You guys always ask, where did that come from? And I wish I could link it for you, but the answer is it came from the 1970s. Weston and I were so blessed to inherit this table from my grandparents when they passed away a couple of years ago. There have been many holiday and family dinners around this table. This is the table that I grew up around at my grandparents' house, so it is extremely special. It served our family for many, many decades. So I take the time every month to really scrub it down and oil it down so that the natural teak wood will be vibrant and maintained. It definitely shows signs of age, but there's so much charm in it. One half of the table is actually a bit sun faded, and that's because my grandparents had it in their waterfront home by a large window. And whenever I see that difference in shade on the wood, I honestly have no desire to re-varnish or re-stain it. There are even little water rings on the table that my grandparents put on it accidentally, and it just reminds me so much of them that I can't bear to part with those little imperfections. But I do my best to keep it clean and oiled and maintained so that it will continue to bless our family for decades to come. So, ooh, look at that.
What is it?
A rotting, moldy strawberry. How did we not see that? Okay, so let's talk about the dining room rug situation. I actually switched this rug out, although it does look very similar to the previous one, and they're actually both ruggable rugs. The previous one was just too small. I ordered it when we had a smaller dining room table, and now that we have this larger one, we definitely needed something bigger and better for the scale of the room as well as the table itself. The reason it took me almost 2 years to finally bite the bullet and get the bigger rug is because I didn't think I loved ruggable rugs, because the one that we had previously, it was in their jute line, and I didn't clue into this. It's actually a very different texture from their regular rugs, and I didn't like the texture, and so I thought, I don't want to spend money on another ruggable rug and just hate the texture again. But my friend has a ruggable, and it's the regular kind, and I realized that it is totally different in texture. And she swears by it. She says it's easy to wash, and so I bit the bullet. And the nice thing is that the 9x6 rug that we had in here originally, I can keep that pad underneath and actually switch the orientation of it. And then I ordered a second 9x6 pad to go underneath this 9x12 rug. And together they are the exact size that I need. And I actually saved a chunk of change by doing it that way than ordering a whole new full-size 9x12 pad. Did I make you walk backwards both times? Okay, the rug, the table, looking great. I'm going to do a little bit of decorating for fall time on the table, make a little centerpiece or something like that in a bit. The kids are having lunch at the table right now, and I'm just gonna take some time to clear off this buffet area. It has just collected some random things. Stuff came out of the dishwasher that we used when we hosted last night. I've got random tools and like project materials and stuff like that here. Just a lot of homeless items that need to be put back where they actually go.
One door opens while another one closes. That's how it always goes. One heart's breaking while another one is mending. It's all in the ebb and flow.
I moved that measuring tape, but actually I need it. I'm gonna measure the full length of the wall and then center this picture, not over these two buffet units, but the wall itself, because we actually have a third unit that we're putting in for some additional like hostess wear, storage and stuff like that. It matches these units, it's a little bit smaller, and it exactly fills the rest of the space that we have on this wall.
If I had to, I could go it alone, but I don't ever need to, because I have a home, somewhere to run to. I could live alone in the woods, not a single sound, but I would never feel alone, because you've become my home.
Too high? Okay, well if it doesn't look obnoxiously high to you, then I think everything looks high to me because I'm short.
These windows could shatter to the ground. These walls could fall right down. The lights could all burn out, because this house is not my home. Crumble into dust. I don't need that much. I don't need to roam, because you've become my home.
Those sunflowers on the dining room table brighten up the space so much. So the kids are setting up a board game over there, and I'm going to work on the living room today. I got my hedgehog in a pumpkin mug that I have had for so many years. You know, it's almost fall time when I grab this mug out. It's an iced dirty chai latte. I'm gonna sip on that while Haley and I work on the living room. She said she wanted to help me. We have some vacuuming and like spot cleaning to do on our couch, as well as the rug underneath the couch. And I would like to go through all of these cabinets under our TV. Right now they're looking a little cray-cray, like we live here. And I actually have a happy birthday banner above the TV right now because it was just the boy's birthday. That's kind of how we do the start of autumn around here, is we wait until the boy's birthday is over, which the weekend after the boy's birthday is Labor Day weekend. I went into labor on Labor Day weekend when I had my boys 9 years ago. I can't even believe it. We have a window cleaner here right now. I did this in my spring cleaning. Instead of doing the window cleaning ourselves, we hired it out, and oh my goodness, what a difference it makes to get it done professionally. I clean the interior windows every 2 weeks or so, sometimes once a week or as needed if we're having guests over and we want to actually be able to see out our windows, but they've gotten so bad. So he's going to be working inside and outside while I do my work in here. Throw pillows over there in the hall because I actually need to wash the pillow covers on them. And then we will start taking the big pillows and the big cushions off the couch and find all of the hidden goodies. Well, you know what time it is. It's time for a couch update. It has been a few months since we first got our Lovesac Sactional couch. And we actually worked with Lovesac on this project a few months ago. And as the months have gone on, especially during the kind of grimy summertime, I have continued to be more and more impressed by this couch and how much of a good fit it is for our family. The technology in the couch, as far as like it having a sound system and being able to wirelessly charge your phone and all that, that's amazing, and it has continued to work really, really well. But I'm mostly impressed by how well it is standing up to the rigors of living in our house with our children. Actually taken off full sections of the fully washable cover and been able to throw it into the washing machine. It comes out looking still brand new and fresh. This couch is still a complete 10 out of 10 for us. We are so, so grateful for it, and we're actually saving up to put a Sactional in our bonus room in our garage for the media and the gaming that we do out there. Good job. Thank you for your help, sweetheart. Haley says she has some stains on her bedroom floor that she would like to clean. She's having way too much fun with this, so I'm gonna let her. We're just using Folex, which is non-toxic, for our carpet cleaner. And now that the rug and the couch has been detailed and cleaned, I'm gonna move on to doing some decluttering in this TV cabinet situation. And I think one of the 35 hairbands that I found in the couch is going to come in handy for this. Our windows are looking so amazing. He actually just finished up with what's going on inside the house. He still has to do the outside, and like with them halfway done, I can already tell a huge difference. So I'm going to just go through each one of these cabinets. I've got books in here, electronics in the middle one, and then like toddler and baby toys for cousins and friends. I'm just gonna go through each one, find the stuff that doesn't belong, straighten them up a little bit, and hopefully leave them better than I found them. These TV cabinets are an area that I have to declutter and straighten up and sort of reorganize every so often because they get disheveled pretty easily. It's an area that is accessed by children, and I have found that that just kind of automatically makes a space more susceptible to becoming disorganized. But these regular decluttering kind of as a lifestyle versus viewing it as a one and done sort of situation help kind of bring it into the flow of what I already do for chores around my house weekly, monthly, or quarterly. And so if you have places around your house that get easily messed up, especially if you have young children, I just want to encourage you that these pretty before and after shots that we see in social media or in decluttering videos aren't always how it's going to look. Even in the next 10 minutes, those areas get messed up by even the tidiest of people. You're not somehow doing it wrong if places around your house still get messy, even after you've simplified and done some decluttering. Having less items to manage definitely helps us get it straightened up as quickly as possible. No longer weighed down by the burden of copious amounts of things. You may not know it if you're new around here. 3 years ago, we actually got rid of close to 90% of our belongings. We went room by room, and I shared it in my 2020 Messy to Minimal series that I did here. It has been incredibly impactful for our daily life, as well as for tasks like these where I'm going into common areas and doing some monthly or quarterly straightening up and resetting. Got a tidy declutter pile going on over there. All of these cabinets are looking so much better. This cabinet is missing its second door right now. It busted, and I forgot to get wood glue when I was at Michael's today. I actually took a little like fall time cozy shopping trip. It was mostly window shopping with the kids because we were just in that mood, and I had other stuff that I needed to get. And I actually, the day this video goes up on my channel, I have a shop with me / like mini haul for some fall time stuff that is going up on my Patreon. So if you'd like to check it out over there, it's just $5 a month. I keep it super affordable, and it's just one tier. Like that's $5 for everything. The first month you subscribe, it unlocks everything that was previously uploaded. And I just wanted to make it as accessible as possible while still being able to share some extra stuff over on that platform. It's been going on for a few months now. It has been such a joy. You guys have been amazing. The support has just been wonderful. You've blown me away. And having that creative outlet to do special little extra or shorter videos over there has been so much fun. So if you're interested, I will leave the link in my description box. It's just patreon.com/Natalie Bennett. I do behind the scenes stuff, extra vlogs, garden tours each month over there, as well as some fun like little shop with me, antique hauls, and fun stuff like that. Speaking of antiques, I actually have some vintage books that I would like to kind of dress up the top of this TV cabinet. I like using different colored books, especially if they're a little vintagey antique-y, to sort of bring in seasonal colors into my home. So I think that's what we're gonna do next. I think it's time to decorate in here, which I just have a couple of things, kind of like the other rooms, just a touch here and there. But even the small touches can help our homes feel cozy and homey and ready to welcome in the new season. Things are looking and feeling so cozy in that living room. I'm out here on the front porch for what I'm gonna be working on today. I just have some outdoor straightening up and decorating to do. This, with the exception of like hanging a fall time wreath on the door, which this is what we had for spring and summer, I'm gonna be switching this out. I am actually going to be doing some porch decor for the first time, for the fall time. I've got some hanging floral baskets that I'm gonna kind of bring into more of a fall time look. And I'm also going to be planting up the 2 planters that flank the greenhouse over here. In fact, I think that's where I'm gonna get started. You wanna help me?
Yeah.
Okay. Haley loves helping me in my garden. Actually, all of the kids do. And she said that she would give me a hand today while we go do some fall time planting. It's a gorgeous day. There's a chill in the air. I actually might end up putting my sweatshirt on because it's actually a lot chillier out here than it looks with this sunshine. Fall is definitely around the corner.
I never felt tomorrow closing in this fast. Oh, I guess time's in a rush. Leaves are falling down, but at least they grow back. While I'm on a one-way track. Now I know what it means to grow.
Well, I packed a lot in there, but I love how they turned out. Colors are just making me so happy. I think they're perfect for the autumn time without being like fluorescent orange and red and yellow. I like adding that cooler touch with the purples and the mauves. That Dusty Miller is so pretty. It takes me back to my grandma. She always had Dusty Miller, and she had like ornamental kale and stuff like that in her arrangements. The idea is that once the fall annuals and more tender things are spent and it's a little bit too cold for them, I can pull those out and then add in things that can go around this little spruce tree to be more appropriate for the Christmas time. So we'll see how that works out. And then I have the final touch here for the greenhouse, which is this wreath, which I got at the same time as the front door wreath, which I will show you in a bit. When I bought this wreath, I don't know, 6 years ago or so, I didn't know that it would end up on the door of my greenhouse, but I think it's just the perfect little spot for it. And I think the wreath with the planters on the side, I think it all goes together really nicely. It's almost like I planned it like that, even though I didn't. But speaking of wreath, let's go up to the front porch. I have a wreath for our doors, some hanging planters, and some other fun porch decor for the autumn. So a little while ago, I planted 2 hanging baskets here in the front of our porch. And when I was planting these baskets, I picked colors for the blooms that could transition us into fall, and I picked blooms that should be fall hardy. Some of these should actually withstand frost. And I thought to bring it more into the fall time, I would put little pumpkin picks. I just grabbed these, they were super cheap at Michael's, and just kind of stick them in there strategically to make them feel a little bit more appropriate for the fall time. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna hang our wreath on the door. I actually have to do some repair to the wreath. This is the one that I've had, I think, since the year Haley was born, and it's missing some of its little fronds, little blossoms. I think it's supposed to look like heather, and every year a few of them fall off, and so it's looking a little bit bare. I grabbed a little heather bouquet to kind of clip off and piece in and hopefully sort of fluff up this wreath and give it a second life.
Sometimes I understand I'm making all the wrong demands in life. It never pays in the end, but still I am here, moving on like before. I'm yearning to reach the shore.
What do you think of the new wreath?
Love it. Very quality.
And the hanging baskets are looking good. I've got some pumpkins and mums that I'm gonna put on the steps here, but before we can do that, Weston has a bit of porch cleaning that he'd like to do. What's the plan, Stan?
The plan is to pressure wash this and get it ready for the winter, and remove the spiders. It looks like this.
Look at that, we have so many.
Up there looks like
no, those are spider nests. Those are like the eggs.
Get rid of the trash cans. Just gotta clean it up. One day maybe get patio furniture out here.
Oh, that would be so nice.
I don't know.
I'd love that.
Possibilities.
So we just put the trash cans. There's trash, there's recycling there when we moved in.
Yep.
But it's stanky and there's flies. We have this little folding table out here because the kids sometimes do crafts and stuff over here. The kids use the front porch a lot. As you can see, we have a Minecraft Nerf shooter over there, and the kitties like to sleep in the sunshine in that little kitty bed over there. So we definitely would like to make this porch an extension of our living area, because it kind of already is. We just need to get it cleaned up. There's lots of just grime and stuff to sweep up in the corners. I have this new welcome mat that I want to put here. Gotta shake this off and refresh it a little bit, get the pumpkins and mums on the steps, and then I think we're done.
Now I know what it means to grow old. Yeah, now I know the time I got, it is just enough to get by. Oh, now I know what it means to grow old. Yeah, now I know the time I've got, it is just enough to get by. Yeah, it is just enough to get by.
And that is the fall decor for September this year. I'm going to toast it off with a coffee and some Legos. I got the kids a fall-themed Minecraft Lego set. It's like a little pumpkin house or something. We're gonna put it together right now. Honestly, family time and time spent with my kids just doing random stuff like coloring or building Lego sets. It's really the main motivation for getting stuff tackled around the house, keeping things simple, even dressing up the space. Now that I have these little projects and the different areas of my house sort of reset, I'm really looking forward to settling in and doing some stuff with my kids. We are starting our school year this week. This will be year number 5 for me of homeschooling my kids, and I'm really looking forward to it, and it just feels so cozy in here. Also outside, love how the florals and everything turned out. Love that that wreath actually worked out to fix up. It literally cost me under $5 to fix the wreath rather than paying to replace it, and I'm so glad that I ended up doing it that way. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, coming along with me over the last several days as I worked piecemeal, just doing here and there projects, getting stuff reset, doing some decluttering and decorating and cleaning in time to welcome the autumn. Thanks again to AG1 for making this video possible, and thanks so much to you guys for spending a little part of your day here with me on my channel, and I'll catch you later.
Let there be rain
and there was rain. Let there be rain, and there